last time you left town, you had just talked to,
I forgot to see about selling my scimitar.
You just talked to a guy who I forget the name of, and I even made him. Karamir. You just talked to Karamir last time you were in town before you came back here, and told
I have some
him
of those.
all about the green crystal that Faranick wanted you to go get.
Yeah.
And he told you that the council would look into it while you went and got this crystal. But he'd like you to bring it back to the Adventurers Temple instead of to Faranick. But now you've met Gornoth, who says you're actually going to be bringing the crystal to him.
Here's some strong giggle in there, Chuck.
Ashley's over here acting like an ass. Anyway, I still don't know who we should give the crystal to.
Yeah.
Someone
if it helps at all. I didn't mention last time, but it was
the crystal's gonna go in my prison pocket.
Actually has 3 crystals on his person that are just like in plain sight. He doesn't bother hiding them at all. There is 1 each on his shoulders. They are blue. And there's 1 socketed into like his belt buckle that is purple.
So he's got a few crystals.
2 5th level and 1 6th level.
Can I socket the green crystal into my prison pocket?
That sounds reasonable to me.
Way up there.
You could put it in there. Don't think it'd count as socketing.
Are you sure?
Probably still attuned to it.
Yeah, as far as you know, you can't socket crystals into people.
Darn. That would be so fun.
As far as you know.
As far as you know.
No, not in this game. I'm a cat.
But yeah, you're still in Glenfall City, and you just sold some stuff. What do you want to do?
I want to buy some potions.
There's a bunch of new places to shop now.
I want to buy stuff as well. I want to buy a small green crystal.
I want to buy the very best.
How do we go about inserting those crystals into things?
Do we have to insert them into things to use them? Or do we just have to have them on us?
Hammer.
Any type of shop that you go to that sells crystals will usually have a an assortment of like little stands and pedestals and things that already have pre-made sockets in them. But if you want it socketed into like an armor piece or a weapon, that would be something to talk to either like a master jewel crafter or perhaps a blacksmith about.
Well,
But could you just get it like on a necklace or something? Or a pendant and
yeah,
be able to use it the same?
A lot of the shopkeepers also sell pendants and belts and bracers are pretty common. And also there are some shops that sell like collars. In case you want to put
in case you're into that kind of thing.
the crystal on pet or something.
Oh, like that. Okay.
Yeah, that kind of collar. But if you want to get super fancy, you could also get like
you're muted right now.
Barding socketed.
What socketed?
Barding? It's
I don't
like
know that.
armor that you put on a horse.
For your horse.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
In my previous campaigns, you guys bought barding for your horses.
I don't remember that.
So, on your list for the crystals there, you don't have any 4th level spells listed.
Well, no. I haven't gotten around to that yet. And it's, none of you guys are a high enough level that you would be able to use 4th level spells yet.
Oh. So, if we buy a crystal, how do we get the spell? And do we just tell them, I want this crystal with this spell in it?
You can either put the spell in yourself. It's a fairly simple process. Just if you have the spell, you can just cast the spell on the crystal and the crystal absorbs it.
As a barbarian.
And as a barbarian, you would talk to somebody that knew how to cast a spell, and there would be a process. They could attune the crystal to you, but you would still have to be at a level at which a typical spellcaster would be to be able to cast a spell of that magnitude. So you can't, like, as a level 3 barbarian, get, like, a level 7 crystal spell.
I was going to buy a level 4 spell and just put a stupid healing spell in it.
Yeah.
But I think if that's the option, how much damage would a red crystal do if I threw it at someone?
If you threw it at someone?
Yeah.
I think you're missing the point of how you're supposed to use them.
I mean, of course.
I mean, there is, like, a mild backfire that does a little bit of, like, force damage if the crystal is completely destroyed, but...
See, that's why you need to get some wizard to store the, like, sending stone or whatever it's called, the magic stone cantrip.
Yeah.
And then you cast it on the stone, the gem,
And throw it.
and you throw it at someone.
Nice.
Yeah.
Does it do plus
I
3
like the
damage or something?
questions, though, because I knew I wasn't going to think of everything that I needed to. And, yeah, after our session, we'll add some things.
And they're reusable, right? They're like, you buy the crystal, you can get them reattuned. Okay.
Right,
So
and if you wanted to, like, as long as you're the owner of the crystal, you can pull the spell out as well.
Okay.
So you can cast your own spells pretty much at will into the crystal?
Right.
So
they can only hold one at a time, but, like, you can take spells out and put new ones in.
Okay.
So say I bought a crystal with fairy fire. How often could I cast it?
I think it specifies on the guide. Every 6 seconds or something, or once a round.
Yeah, it should.
So
It says while it's active. So I don't know what the limit is on activating it.
Yeah, like how many charges does it have?
Crystals don't have charges. The
Is it like a
main
cooldown?
benefit of a crystal is that it's something that will just keep pulsing on its own.
So
Okay.
if I were to buy a crystal and dump the cure wounds into it, it would just heal me continuously all day?
Let me see, cure wounds here.
Wait, but fairy fire is centered on the crystal. So I would never want fairy fire because it would just eliminate our party.
Yeah.
We'd look really cool.
Well, you wouldn't want to socket it into a piece of armor. But if
Socket
you're,
it
like,
into an arrow.
in a canyon or, like, in a narrow area and there's people coming toward you, you can, like, put it in, like, one of those pedestals that they sell and, like, set it on the ground, and then as people come toward you, they would be affected by it.
Because there's that. But then they might steal it and run away.
Right?
Or you could do do Frank's idea and chuck it at them.
Yeah.
You need one spell that retrieves them and then throwing them.
You need a crystal on you that has Mage Hand.
Yeah. Just have it
And-
set the.
And then another
Yeah.
crystal that has your combat effect.
That has fairy fire. And then I just mage hand it above them. Or I take a feat to get magic initiate, which will give me mage hand.
I still want to know about that cure idea though.
The
So,
cure.
yeah, that's what I was thinking of, just getting like a
If you're just pumping out cure all
necklace.
the time.
Belt or some shit. Because I don't wear armor.
You
And,
guys actually fought people that were wearing those.
Oh yeah, some goblins or something. We.
No,
Fought.
the skeletons that you fought in Farinix Temple.
Oh.
Do we get to? Did we take them off their bodies?
No, they break.
No.
Oh,
Were
I
they
don't-
cure wounds?
I don't think you guys were afforded an opportunity to take them off their body.
I don't remember.
No.
But
The
anyway,
bodies disappeared before we had the chance to loot them.
You did take. I think you do have one red crystal.
I don't remember.
I thought Frank like bashed one until it cracked and fell out of the ceiling in the goblin cave. Or you found one in a crate in the goblin cave.
Maybe.
I think that was it.
Yes.
Because we tried to take
Because
them
I
out
think
of the ceiling
Frank
and broke
actually
them.
got bored of the one in the ceiling. What?
That sounds more correct. Anyway, so yeah, if I was going to buy a crystal, I would want to put it in a belt or a necklace. And I would want to get a cure spell. That way it can just heal however much it heals.
yeah. Aura vitality is a constant 2d6
Yeah.
in a 30-foot radius. I want a crystal
Yeah.
with binding smite. Can I buy a small green crystal with binding smite?
You can buy the small green crystal and find somebody that can put blinding smite in it.
Do I know where someone that could put binding smite is in the town?
Well, we could do a bit of role play. Why don't you ask the?
Fuck yeah. So I have a green crystal that I just bought.
Do you know this negotiation?
So if you go into
the crystal
Yeah.
shop. That's probably
the
where you're
crystal
saying.
shop,
So I'll be
is-
The crystal shop.
All right, and I will ask to buy a small green crystal for 32,000 gold, or 3,200 gold, not
I was gonna
32,000.
say, I hope it's not 32,000 gold.
So you're in Gord's Crystal Emporium.
Hell yeah, I am.
When you walk into the Crystal Emporium, on the far side there's like a counter, and
Mhm.
there's a man standing on the other side of it. It's a human male, and he's wearing like a sort of a flashy robe. He's like, welcome to Gord's Crystal Emporium. I'm Gord. Have a look around. He
That's a
said,
fun
That's
last
a
name.
weird last name. Greetings.
So I'm
Gord,
still-
have a look around.
Have a look around.
I'm still in a chipper mood from
Um,
getting 600 platinum.
Yeah, if you look
And,
to the right when you come in here, there's a bunch of shelves all the way across the wall to your right that are just completely full of red crystals. And they're varying in sizes from small to very large. And he he points out, he's like, the sizes there are, the larger ones have been imbued with a bit of a modification that increases their health. So it'll take a little longer for someone to break them if they're aiming to do you harm.
I'm just gonna stroll right up with my bag of money and triumphantly drop it on the counter and be like, "One small green crystal, please."
Ooh, the green one.
Hmm.
I should just point out, since you guys haven't had a lot of dealings with crystals, as Adventurers Temple people, you would know that green crystals need to be recorded, and
I'm
that
fine
it's
with that.
probably not okay for him to sell it to just anyone.
I am a master appraiser and very well trusted member of the community.
Okay. And you're from the
I'm fine.
Adventurers Temple.
Yep.
Alright.
I'm from places that require background checks. I'm good.
That's you, Dan. That's all you.
All that, yeah. Is it coming through?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, I figured. I'm not upset. That's Rosalie. She's being nuts. She's having a fucking good time.
Nice.
And he says,
Do I know it?
no need to show me the seal, friend. I've seen you at the Adventurers Temple before. I know you're an okay guy. No. And he picks up the crystal and lets you know. Motherfucker. Okay, there we go. It's gonna be 3,200 gold.
I pour my bag on its side and like shake 3,200 gold out.
Okay. It's like 320 platinum.
Yeah. Actually, it's my bag of what I have left of platinum. I think I have 325. So I'm just gonna dump all the platinum out and like
Okay.
flick 5 pieces out of it and put it in my pocket.
Right. Just a reminder, though. Being nice here. I mentioned it earlier, but you would not be able to use a level 4 spell in this crystal right now.
Yeah, I think the spell
And
that I
you
want
can
is a level 3.
put spells in and out. It's a level 4. The green is.
Mhm. I think it's gonna last me a while, so
Right, and you
So
can
that-
put
it's an
spells
investment.
in and out of it, and that's just like its maximum capacity. So you could put smaller spells in it.
I think the ability to cast level 4 is gonna last me for a while.
Okay.
So I'm fine with buying that. I don't really have anything else that I really want to spend my money on right now. Yeah. So I'll dump out the 320 platinum pieces and then ask if there was anyone that he would know that could put binding smite on it or blinding smite.
You know, I don't really know of too many. Well, there is those people, the people that read books and sell them.
Oh yeah.
You've got turn the page there over behind the gilded carafe. And you've got Bargish Benham's Book Barn over by the Glenfall Theater.
It's a lot of bees. I like it.
And but the best place for you to go would probably be your old Adventurers Temple there.
Oh, okay.
They've got a lot of wizards in training and even a master wizard there, but you know all about that. You came from there.
Okay. It's like one of those
How,
exposition pieces.
how
that
could
people
we
say to characters.
forget?
It's like when
It's
you're
like-
watching the first episode of a show and they tell you all the exposition that everyone already knows in the universe.
Yeah.
You're like, why are they saying this?
Yeah. Joe, he doesn't know.
My backstory was this, as you know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, he's like, oh, by the way, if you ever need anything socketed, like an armor piece or say a weapon, if some of the pedestals or trinkets around here don't take your interest, my wife actually hand carved these crystals herself. I mean, obviously they grow naturally, but she made them look pretty. And
That's
she
good.
she can also do some socketing work.
How much would it cost to get it socketed into a pendant?
Well, we actually already have pendants that can fit that crystal right there.
Sweet.
He says it's not too much, just 20 gold.
All right.
I'll take some of that too.
I'll flick him over 22 gold as thanks for the information.
No
Yeah.
problem. Thank you for the patronage, friend. And you said you would like pendant as well, fellow?
I want a pendant, and I want a green crystal, and I want them mushed together, and I want to take them for money. And you, that I give the money to.
Okay. It's like, well, green crystal and a pendant, that'll be 320 platinum and 20 gold.
You got
So
it.
322 platinum.
Got it. And then he is paid.
Fantastic. You're welcome back anytime.
Nice.
I'm gonna head straight for the Adventurers Guild
Yeah.
League.
Friends of the
Building.
Lollipop Guild.
We
Hell yeah.
represent the Motherfuckers Guild.
Somehow, don't think that's exactly how it went.
It is how it went.
That's
That was the
exactly how it
draft.
went.
The first draft.
First draft. It changed slightly.
It was a rough
Slightly.
draft.
Yeah.
So no buy-in from anyone else?
I
Not for
can't
now.
cast any spells. I don't want a gem.
I want to save some money for one of those fancy weapons, I think.
Yeah. You just have to do like Joe and find someone to imbue it?
Yeah, I want to save money for a fancy weapon too, actually.
Okay.
I am a fancy weapon.
I
don't
have
need.
no concept of saving money as this character. He's like, I got this amount of money. I am going to spend it on the most expensive thing I could find.
On things that cost this amount of money.
It's
I
not a
have
bad idea.
35,000 or
Alright,
3,500. I'm going to spend 3,200.
so you're heading to the Adventurer's Temple.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright.
And I'll try and find the youngest or like the most obviously dressed wizard dude.
So the one wearing Chuck's sexy wizard costume.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Unless they're like brand new recruits, most of the people in the Adventurer's Temple are gonna know you.
All right.
Because you guys were here for a few years before you set out on adventuring.
All right.
I don't want these people to know me.
This is character knowledge that I was definitely aware of.
I
but
can
if
tell.
you come into the Adventurer's
along,
Temple, you
Joe.
have the main temple with the giant cylindrical room that goes up to different balconies. At the top would be where you would go to if you wanted to speak with the council.
The Council of Ricks.
And within
what-
the yard of the Adventurer's Temple, you have to the left the or I guess west, the Temple of Trials, and then the training grounds for all the different classes. To the east, you would have the Temple of Bahamut and the colleges where study goes on.
Ah, studying.
And
Ew.
in the center, you would have various. It's basically like another market, but it's specialized and only for Adventurers Temple participants.
Would I
Yeah.
offhand know any wizard at the temple that could cast a spell like this?
So it could be Farn in the wizard shop in the Adventurers Temple Market, or possibly one of the professors in the Wizards College.
I'm gonna go to Farn because he has a name, and
That goes a long way.
10
Go
out of 10
inside.
logic.
Professors!
but I think he's a better bet from my limited information. Run up to him.
You go inside. He has it's like a triangular building, but in the center there's like a counter in like a circular shape, and he's in the center of it. And across the walls on all sides is like various books and scrolls on the shelves.
All right. I'll walk in like, "What up, Farn, old buddy, old pal, old? How you doing, man?"
He goes,
You?
"Ah, Eon, how are you today?"
I'm doing fantastic. I just got here this crystal thingy
hmm
that I'm very familiar with, and I need blinding smite put into it.
Blinding smite.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something I have on hand. I might have a scroll. Just a minute. He starts like searching around in his scrolls, and he's like, "Aha! Here we are. Blinding smite."
Hell yeah.
And he says, "Hell yeah, Batman."
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
He knows what we're about. He gets it.
He turns around and he goes to hand out the scroll. And then he sort of like turns his hand up last minute. He's like, "That'll be
How much it cost me?
150 gold."
Take 160, friend, buddy, pal.
Hey there, Professor Farnsworth. Once you're done with him, I need to know if you can cast the
Oh,
Cure
please,
Wounds
friend.
spell.
I'm not a professor.
Ah, okay. Anyway, so yeah, when you're done with him, I have a request as well.
He said, cure wounds. Yes, I always have that on hand. We did it.
You should cast it. in
Adventurers
this.
Guild has lots of accidents. I've seen you quite a few times, my friend.
Yes. I am quite handsomely clumsy.
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna go with inept. Sorry, was that out loud?
Sure shit was.
He's just... You know what?
Chicken butt
Oh my.
escalated.
Actually, he would say before he hands you Blinding Smite, he would probably point out that he's like, "Now you imbue the crystal with this right now. I'm afraid adventurer of your stature would not be able to use it."
Right. Stout observation there. do you know what stature I'd have to be to use it?
At least
He's like,
3 more.
you would have to be, if I had to put a number on it, it'd have to be a stature of at least 5.
Shit. What sort of things am a stature of 3 allowed to be doing?
A man the stature of 3 could probably handle a spell the stature of 2.
Alrighty then.
Alright.
Well, we're just gonna have to go work on our stature building, guys.
Guess I'm do some reading.
He goes, how about you,
Um,
friend? Cure wounds, that's a stature of 1. So here you are, and that'll
It-
be... 1.
Hang on a second. Hang on.
What?
Yes, you're right. How much was that?
That'll be 100 gold.
Nice. I pay him exactly 100 golds.
And he goes, "Fa-chow!" and points
Nice.
his fingers like a finger gun.
You're incorrect. That's handguns.
Okay, like a
That's what-
handgun.
Yeah,
At the-
we don't want to disappoint Alec.
He points it at the crystal in the pendant that you're holding. And like a spell, cure wound spell, just like shoots out of his finger, and the crystal just like absorbs it and suddenly
Nice.
starts glowing. And it's glowing like a brilliant pulsing green color, and there's sort
How
of little green lights swirling around in it.
How much did you get for that setup, Chuck?
30,000. No, 33,020.
Oh, you bought
3320.
You bought a green crystal as well for it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that
You
fit on a
don't
much
you
smaller
don't need
crystal?
a green crystal. You could put a cure wound spell in a red one.
I was just not paying attention.
Yeah.
Well, I may, if it's all right, go back and maybe buy a VL red crystal and put cure wounds on it.
VL.
Very large.
Very large.
So what's my keyword to
Oh,
activate this thing?
Or actually, I'll buy a small orange crystal. Why not?
Your keywords,
Let me
I
see.
need healing.
Because it costs 400.
No, I want my keywords to be, I'm not feeling so good, Mr. Stark.
No.
That's it. It's now I'm not feeling so good, Mr. Stark.
Oh, okay.
That's fucking golden.
It's gonna be that campaign, isn't it?
Mm.
Don't worry, I got one to say with mine too. If you'll let me go back there
Yeah, I see. Yeah,
and just say, because I basically want the same exact setup, but with an orange, since the oranges are 400 according to the sheet.
you just choose the word when it's imbued. So
I need healing.
Okay, Genji.
so you
Since there seems to be a stature problem, could I get a branding mite as well?
So you come back to Gord's Crystal Emporium, Dan, and he's like, I knew you'd be back as soon as you remembered to read the Crystal Imbuement Guide that you got when you graduated from the Adventurers Temple.
Yeah.
I remember that bus.
Right under the goddamn bus.
There's like a montage of me hitting the crystal with my scroll and nothing happening.
Alright. Yeah.
I have
Farn,
subtracted my monies.
Farn is a nice enough guy that, like, if you change your mind and decide to give the scroll back to him, he'd give you a refund.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Might as well. I'm not gonna carry this thing around for 2 levels without it getting lit on fire somehow.
Somebody's gonna use it as toilet paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have this blinding smite scroll to trade for a branding
Yeah.
smite scroll and some
I'm trying to
change.
be nice about it because I know that like the crystal imbuement guide, like it could basically be like its own section in the rule book. So
Yeah. How was it?
Don't
I
worry,
thought
we'll
it was
ask
the
lots of
4th
dumb
level.
questions as we bubble our way through it.
yeah.
So the limit is just whatever spell level someone
Of your level could cast.
of my level could cast if they were a full caster.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
That's why I was curious.
So if you just
If
like
I could-
if you look at like a wizard or like for Dan, you would just have to look at yourself. I guess same for Odette, but yeah,
Oh,
you can just see like where you can cast certain levels if you look at like your leveling chart for when you get spells.
Right.
That's why I was hoping and went with an orange crystal because I was hoping to get a level 2 cure wounds put into mine.
Yeah, you could totally have it like cast as a level 2.
Since I can cast the level 2 cure wounds, I don't know how much more it's going to cost to have him make it a level 2 cure wounds versus a level 1.
Well, I mean, it would just cost however much the orange crystal is.
I mean, for him to enchant it for me. Oh no, I can cast it in myself. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
I don't need to pay nobody to do that.
All you have to do is be able to cast the spell, and you can just put it in the crystal.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna do that.
All right.
So, I'm buying a small orange crystal and putting that in it.
Good choice.
The small orange crystal is 400 gold.
Yep. And then I'm gonna put some magic in it.
What the
I'm
fuck?
gonna-
Oh,
So,
Chuck's
I'm
imbued
gonna-
in crystals.
I'm just putting shit in the chat.
Oh baby.
Oh, crystals.
So
Looks
now
like
I
a
have.
ruby.
Dang.
She's my favorite dancer.
You guys would have to ask people what the fuck they're doing with those. Excuse me,
Yeah.
Adventurer's
It's
Temple.
satanic.
Like, what are you doing? Oh, it's just a satanic symbol.
Oh, okay, I was just curious.
Just
Carry on.
normal Satan business. So just
No
to be
unordinary.
clear, like the crystal activation doesn't take like an action or anything like that, right?
It would if you activated it in combat. Or
Okay,
no,
so-
not activating it. If you were, I guess I misunderstood. Like if you're imbuing it in combat, that would take an action, but
Right.
just
like
to
say I've
activate
cast,
it, no.
so like
Just
I've cast cure
yell.
wounds into it, and I need healing, but I also want to keep on reverse healing. I could gain the benefits of my crystal and do reverse healing at the same turn.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
What would the guild difference be from a 160 third level to a second level?
You should save yourself your 100 coins if it's not too late, Chuck, and just have me cure wounds yourself.
I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
A second level spell,
Hmm.
they probably charge you about 125 for it. And these are actually
Alright.
like super low prices, just because you guys are Adventurers Guild members.
He
Can
likes
I
us.
just do the,
He's
the
hooking
difference
us up.
on that?
Adventurers Temple, sorry.
He likes the cut of our jib.
All right.
Fable is actually owned by people again, so I can't use that.
Wait, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, they're not just, getting every cent they can out of the name anymore?
It's like a company called Playground Games or something like that.
That sounds like something I'd play on Congregate.
Oh shit! Tool to Twitch has a great idea.
Roast.
We should get a crystal with thaumaturgy on it. That way we can just always be walking around with our own special effects.
Then we never have to open a door again.
Yeah, well, he
We
said we
needed
could
to-
always.
We need like the John Cena theme to be playing all the time.
Right.
Ba,
Yeah.
ba, 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 we're gonna get sued. Ba, 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 ba.
The not John Cena theme. Definitely
Ba,
not
ba,
John
ba,
Cena.
ba. No,
Is
that's
he able
something else.
That's somebody else's team altogether.
The
Be able
only
to put that,
cantrips
branding.
are Acid Splash, Dancing Lights, Frostbite, Minor Illusion, Sacred Flame, and Thunderclap. That's what you can put in a crystal.
If I had more money, I would buy a frostbite cantrip. But I don't.
How
'cause
much
my
money do you
character's
need?
Bad with money.
How do you not have more money than you have?
Well, I
'Cause he just
spent
Like
bought
the money,
3,200.
3,200 gold. That's 300,
Yeah.
320 platinum out of the 600 that you got.
I had 3,500.
Well, we divided up the monies.
Yeah, we divided up the monies.
Oh, that's right. You shared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Maybe
we're
you
not
should
butthole.
just return your green crystal for now.
But I still want to use it eventually. And it has a lot of
Okay.
HP, so it's not going to break.
That's why I'm gonna wear mine under my armor.
Store it in your prison pocket.
Yeah.
I didn't say wear under my armor.
That is still under your armor. So is that branding smite on my crystal then? Or can I go through the process to do that from the scroll?
Only if
yeah,
your
the way
activation
like
word
the
is
way a
flame on.
scroll works is just that like you read it and your character casts the spell.
All right. What I figured. I'll do that.
I don't remember the rule book exactly. I don't think you need to be a spellcaster to cast it.
No. Well, I feel like it's the same way that spell storing runes work. You don't have to be a caster to do that either.
Right. So you could just read the scroll and have it go into the crystal.
I do that like while I'm still holding the other scroll, giving it back. Just like instantly. Yeah.
Okay.
So, did you say I had a red crystal? Chris, didn't you just said I had a red crystal?
No, you had a green one.
You bought a
Well, I
green
bought
one.
a green
we found one
Right.
somewhere. In
Oh
the
yeah,
past. I
you
don't
you
remember
found
who
one
got
in
it.
the goblin cave. It was like in a crate behind the pond behind the goblin's throne.
And red crystals can hold cantrips.
Yeah, they can hold a cantrip that you cast as up to a level 3 character or a level 1 spell.
I feel like frostbite would be a useful cantrip to have.
Nope, that's incorrect. I need to get that belt. I need to get that red crystal, and I want to go to the crystal guy, and I'm like, can you put this in a belt for me?
You want to put the red crystal in a belt?
In a belt. How much?
He said, "Well, let me try and save you some money there, friend. Let me see if I have a belt with a socket already in it."
Nice.
And he goes into the back and he shuffles around and he's like, you hear like a, and then he goes, "Ah, God damn it!" No. And then He finally comes back, and there's like
He's ruined your belt.
a couple things that are like trailing behind him as he's still sort of stumbling over them. He's like, "Yes, we have a belt. That'll be say
I feel like he just
30,
put that belt together in the background.
30 gold."
You got it. I want to give the
Pull his
belt.
belt off.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, I'm going to pay him the 30 gold. Then I want to go back to our wizard's friend, and I want him to put minor illusion in it.
Minor illusion.
Minor illusion.
Okay. He said, "Oh, that's easy," and he just like waves his hand, and minor illusion is in it.
I guess I should ask Chris you a question.
Mhm.
It says emits chosen sound object from itself.
Uh-huh.
What does that mean? So I don't get to choose the illusion every time. It's pre-programmed and it always goes with whatever illusion it is.
Right. Like you would choose what illusion or spell or whatever you want it to have when you imbue it.
Okay. I want the illusion for the wizardly dude to put into it. I want it to be just wreathing me in blue flames.
Okay.
Are you going Super Saiyan?
Gonna go Super Saiyan.
I approve of this message.
It can be up to 10. It says 10 sounds or objects. So you could have like a 10 frame animation
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have
of the flame.
Okay.
You could even afford to go Ultra Instinct
Yeah.
and have the little glistening effect.
Which are, yeah, they're cycled through, so you could have like 10 different effects that like every 6 seconds it like changes to a different effect.
Either that, or you can have multiple levels, like 3 at Super Saiyan, 3 at Super Saiyan 3.
A lot of shopkeepers, especially like crystal shopkeepers, will have like a crystal that's just like sitting on a counter cycling through effects that display like advertisements for them.
You know, I think I'm gonna go with 5 separate colors of me being wreathed in flames. Like we'll go like blue, red, green, yellow, orange. No, orange, and then purple. Just because why not? And then I just want like, because it sounds also. And then I want like 5 different songs. So we're gonna have to go John Cena. We're gonna have to go Mortal Kombat. We're gonna have to go Sandstorm.
Oh well, yeah. Can like 6 of them be Sandstorm?
No. We're gonna have to do the fucking Rickroll song.
I want 6 of
okay.
those 5 sounds to be Sandstorm.
Can I get
the
Sandstorm,
other
Kazoo
4.
Sandstorm?
I
All
need
the
the Rick-
different
Oh my
roots.
god, this is gonna be super annoying.
The flute sandstorm.
Yeah.
The recorder.
All right. Well, just
Yeah.
whatever I choose, we're gonna say I'm gonna pay the wizard guy to get it done, and I'll figure out what I want those things to be later and send it your way, so you're well aware of the stupidness that I might bust out.
He points out when you start like writing all this down for him. He's like you are aware that this you can't have the sound playing at the same time as
Right. It's either one or, which I'm fine with.
Okay, so you're gonna go blue flame song, red flame song.
What does it? Do I get to choose what it does?
Or does it just
Well,
play
it
in a
would-
loop?
It would cycle through, so it would be a loop. Or you could randomize it.
It'd be nice if you
Ah.
could
It's
have
just a
different.
hot shuffle.
It'd be nice if you could have like each one
I
down
mean,
to like a different.
he does point out like you
Keybind.
could, you know, You could activate, deactivate, activate, deactivate until you find the one you want.
That sounds horrible.
You're
Let
just
me.
gonna need to get a whole bunch of crystals, and then you're gonna have to go through the whole spiel where you go like,
Right.
"This is Super Saiyan 1, and now this is Super Saiyan 2," which is the deactivation for
just
one
have
and
your,
the
like-
enabler for the next.
You could just have make you activate a word like da. So you're just like da 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 until it like cycles to the one that you want.
And
No.
he goes, if you remember, paragraph 3 of page 1 of the Crystal Imbuement Guide
Wait, we were supposed to read that?
states you can only have 3 crystals active at once, otherwise you're just going to be driven mad.
That's
Hey, you're
Yeah.
only activating one of them at a time.
That sounds fun.
Even if you have 10 of them, all for the purpose of going Super Saiyan.
When I have money, I want to buy 3 more crystals and see what happens.
for right now, I want all 10 of the effects. I want 9 of them to be me wreathed in red flame. That's what we're going with. The 9th one is sandstorm. Or I'm sorry, the 10th one is sandstorm.
Okay. You're going to have...
We're gonna be sneaking in a dungeon, and Sandstorm's gonna start playing. You realize that?
It's kind of the Russian roulette of being sneaky.
Or not.
And the 10th effect is pass without a trace.
No, it's all red flames, red flames, sandstorm, and that's it. That's what I want. How much, wizard
You're
dude?
going to have 9 red flames in a row followed by sandstorm?
Yep, me wreathed in red flames. That way I can
And
go
they're gonna-
Super Saiyan.
They're gonna be
So
random.
It
so you never know.
cycles on. It cycles on activation, or it cycles every 6 seconds.
I want it to be random. I want to hit my belt and one of those effects randomly kicking.
He's...
You just roll a d10 and see what happens.
Just roll a d10. If it comes up on a 10, I'm fighting the sandstorm.
Okay. He says, so to be clear, you'd like this to not cycle through them while it's active, but more cycle through them when you activate it?
Yes,
Okay.
that is exactly it. I want to hit the thing, and I want it to turn on, and I want it to do that one effect until I turn it back off. And then next time I hit the thing, I want it to turn on and do one of those things randomly, and then maintain that thing until I turn it off.
Says, okay, that can be done. That can be done. Say, 100 gold for the spell and 100 for the labor.
You got it. I give him.
This is gonna be the
give-
most important thing we do all night.
Just because he put up with my stupidity, I'm going to give him 300 gold.
For a cantrip.
It's a very important cantrip, man.
Very important.
For a visual-only cantrip.
Flavor is important.
Oh, sorry, audible as well.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready to go
it's
fight some
300
shit.
gold if you have to listen to that song at least once.
Too Old to Twitch wants to know if you're regretting putting crystals into the campaign yet.
Mm-mm. No, not at all.
I gotta see what Thunderclap does, because
Thunderclap?
yeah,
Like what the cantrip does?
yeah.
Oh, wait.
There's some things
Thunderclap?
that can name people, that can make people prone without save.
No.
One of those.
Thunderclap?
It's not that.
No. Thunderclap is just thunder damage
Yeah.
Just thunder damage.
to an area, a small area.
Dang.
During combat, it's cast every turn. Outside of combat, the crystal casts it every 6 seconds.
I need bless on something as well.
And you do hear a loud thunderclap when the crystal casts it. So you could just... There's another thing you could have, Chuck. You could have like a third crystal that just makes thunderclaps every 6 seconds while you walk.
As cool as that is, no.
Can I make mine do farty noises?
I mean, if you get a minor illusion one, yeah.
Nah. Not worth it. For the joke.
It took you a long time to say. You gave it a solid thought.
Ooh.
Nah.
Do I really want to do this just for a joke? And just to ruin Chris's campaign that little bit more?
The answer is yes.
The answer is yes. Oh, shit.
Oh, dang.
The dead speak.
I kind of want to also get a thing with bless on it.
I want to go
Okay.
try out my new crystal. Let's go find some stuff to murder.
Would you get
I
on
agree
your
with that
crystal, Joe?
statement.
I got branding smite on my crystal. What? What'd you ask?
Huh? You got blinding smite? You still put
No, branding.
branding smite. Oh. Blah.
Yeah.
Legally
Yeah,
distinct.
blending's what I wanted, but branding will do just fine.
Okay. The lesser version.
Yes.
Emits an aura in a 30-foot radius that affects all allies within. Whenever an affected ally hits a creature with a weapon attack, the weapon gleams with astral radiance as they strike. The attack deals an extra 1d6 radiant to the target, which becomes visible if it is invisible, and the target sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius and can't become invisible until the spell ends. Which it
shit.
doesn't
Everyone has
end
an-
because you're in an aura.
Yep. So everyone has a effect of deal 1d6 extra per hit within a 30-foot range of me.
The way I'm gonna make crystal initiative work is whoever owns the crystal is just gonna go off at the beginning of their turn.
Okay. That makes sense. I want to go brand some shit. Branding smite some stuff. If there's like practice dummies somewhere, I'm just gonna be there until we go do something else.
Okay.
What do we need to do next?
You do realize when you hit a practice dummy, it just starts shimmering like a faint whitish gold light that emits outward a few feet.
Sweet. Didn't we have to get on a boat and go somewhere? Or is that where we were at? Did we go on a boat and that's where we got
You
to?
got a the rest of the group got on a boat to go to the town that you met them in, and then you got on a
Okay.
boat and came back. Now you need to go to Fon Valaria and
Were there any other quests we could take up in this area to increase our stature?
there is still like a that quest on the board for Finrick's Crypt.
Before we wander away, I still do want to get a bless crystal too, if that's possible.
Yeah. Like you go back.
I just think I'll have to.
Or
yeah,
you
tell me how
you
much.
already bought a red crystal, right?
Oh, I bought an orange one. This would be in addition to that, so I'll have Cure Wounds and Bless.
Okay, so you bought a very large red and a small orange.
Well, just the orange so far.
Okay.
So I'll probably do 2 small oranges total,
Okay.
so I can get
What does
Bless
Bless
at a
do?
2nd level. You and at 2nd level, well, for 4 targets of your choice, when it's at 2nd level, get to add a D4 to any attack rolls or
Hmm.
saves. So if we all, I don't know if you can stack Bless. Probably
doesn't.
not.
Mm-mm.
That
Well,
would allow
and
us a little extra, you know.
It doesn't
That is
stack
another
from
one of the-
individuals or different people either.
right, and another one of the rules that was shown in the crystal imbuement guide is if the crystal is giving out like an
All
aura.
allies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says all allies. So, I guess I don't need it at 2nd level then, do I?
Yeah, you can actually navigate around the imbuement guide pretty fast because everything that's underlined has like a link to click to get to it quickly on the left.
I'll go ahead and buy one more small crystal, I think, and just throw it in my bag.
A small red one, or?
Yep.
Okay.
Does it have to be socketed to be active? It could just be loose if it's an aura, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
To be active, yeah, it needs to be socketed.
Okay.
Has to have a point of focus.
Could I? What are the little pedestals? Would that fit in a bag?
Yeah.
How much for a pedestal? A small one.
He says 50 gold.
Okay. And how much would it be to get Bless put in it?
You talk to Farn again. Is Fess a cantrip? Or no.
It's a 1st level, I think.
First level.
1st level.
He says 125. No,
Okay.
100. Just 100. Sorry.
Okay.
Let's go kill some stuff.
I can do it.
Okay, so just run through this real quick again so I can keep track.
And I'm updating my gold as I go too.
So Joe, you just have a green one with branding smite in it.
Yep.
And Frank.
Room for future expansion.
Frank has. You have a green one with minor illusion in it right now?
I have a red one with minor illusion in it.
Okay.
And a green one with cure wounds in it.
Alright. The red one was small too.
Yeah.
This is gonna learn me spells pretty quick.
That's right.
We're gonna be
Because I have
casting
to keep
spells all over the place.
because I have to keep track of all the spells you're casting every turn.
I almost wish I made
Tyler,
a wizard.
you didn't buy any crystals.
No. Spellcasting's for weaklings.
Does Sam want to buy a crystal?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. Falcom. So Falcom, you said you have 2 small oranges and a small red.
No, well, one small orange.
1 small orange.
With
Okay.
level 2 cure wounds in it, and then a small red one in a pedestal in my bag that has bless on it. So that way we can all stick some D4s on our dice.
Okay.
Hell
What's
yeah.
up?
Hashtag blessed.
That's right.
Haha.
Nah.
That's how it's activated.
Yes.
You should do that.
So you have the small orange one has cure wounds and the small red one has bless.
Yep, I'm gonna take notes real quick so I don't forget. 'Cause
I'll
I'll
put my
forget.
crystal in my other possessions on my
Oh
equipment.
no, this isn't the right notebook.
What should we do for making sure we're keeping track of attunement items?
Will you stick them into our inventory, Chris, or
Hmm?
do we need to do
Oh, the
something
crystals?
for that? Yes.
Nope, you all have to
I
convert to paper character sheets.
actually added them to the Excel sheet that I have for your guys' initiatives,
Okay.
which is saved on my computer. So
Well, maybe. Well, here's a question: do they count as something separate
could.
than magically attuned items? Gosh, what am I doing? I set my pencil down as soon as I found my notebook.
You could call them magically attuned items. Yeah.
Well, that's something we can figure out.
I'm just gonna find a random magic item and rename it.
That sounds like a good idea. What on earth? Oh, there it is. Rolled away from me.
Gosh, you shouldn't do that, pencil.
I know what, and it's even got not round sides on it, and still managed to get away from me.
Alright, I just created a small red crystal. Super easy to create magic items. Yeah, you still need to go to Fawn Valaria, find a green crystal, and that quest to go to Fenric's Crypt is still up.
We should go to Fenric's
And
Crypt.
it still says that the guy wants you to come talk to him.
Let's go talk to that asshole.
Yeah, that creepy asshole.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
It gives an address. You
especially
come
because he's
over-
creepy.
You realize pretty quickly when you read the address that it's actually inside the keep walls.
So it's even safe to go talk to him.
And
It
it's
is.
the address is Garrett's house.
Who's Garrett?
He is like a councilman, takes care of a lot of the minor problems that come to the mayor's attention,
Ah, he's the muscle.
or the lord's attention, I should say. Yeah, you go in his house. It's super, super nice house. Everything's super luxurious and all that good stuff. And you see an old man, like a middle-aged man, and he's just sort of sitting on a chair in the living room with his hand like this on his face.
He's probably just as disappointed to see us as anybody else in this town.
True.
He looks just like disappointed in general.
Hmm.
Like
It's normal.
he's starting to lose hope for whatever it was that he wanted.
All right, I'll go cheer this guy up.
Okay.
I stride up to him.
Like you knock on the door and he just says come in, and then he barely even like looks up when you guys come in.
Hi, friend. Why do you look so sad?
She's like, did you come about the notice on the board?
We sure as fuck did.
He said, I'm really not sure that it's gonna do much good for me at this point, but
Oh, well, can we
Uh,
still get paid?
I just want to get paid an XP, man.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Tell me whatever your problem is. I'll still fix it, whether it's fixable or not.
So, well, my son decided that he was gonna go make a name for himself. Stupid teenager.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good name.
Did he go and try and kill a bunch of kobolds?
No, I fear it's worse. He went to Fenric's crypt. As a ways west of here.
How long ago did he leave?
Just a week and a half,
Is he called?
maybe 2. Called?
Yeah.
What's
Don't worry
this
about it. You'll
called?
figure it out in a couple of years. All right. Don't you worry about it, Chief. We're going to go find your son and bring him back to you.
Probably not.
Okay.
I mean,
We have a 75% guarantee to bring you back at least 85%.
of your son, yeah.
I mean, he's going to the place where we basically got our asses handed
Could
to
save
us.
And I guess
15% or
you
more of
couldn't
your
see
son.
like my whole motion there, but he just sort of like
Have we been
I mean-
to Fenric's crypt before?
no.
Is that what I'm hearing? No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
All right,
Thinking
well then
of
let's
the wrong-
just fucking go. We've talked
You've
it
been
up.
to Pharaoh's temple.
Baronik. Yes, that's it.
Man, these guys have very similar names.
Well, just like all the
Fenric,
towns.
Baronic, Farn. It's a lot of
I
F's.
think they're siblings.
All the
Them-
towns have apples. I mean,
Garrett, Galagrand, Glenfall.
Crabapple, Grapples.
They're all F's and G's. Or apples.
Or apple. Yeah. I mean, it's sort of our own fault.
Let's go to the place, do
Okay.
the thing, kill some stuff.
Yeah, I like all those things.
Those are like 3 of
I
my
want to
favorite
try out
things.
my new green crystal.
Okay.
I agree with that.
So, I should mention, when you guys went to the temple, and you went to the quest board, Lord Var, or Master Var, was standing there. Lord Var's a different guy. Master Var,
He's
He's
dead.
quite dead.
he's like, oh, picking up another. Don't you have something else to be doing?
Do we?
If you're telling us that we need to go get your crystal right now,
What crystal?
Yeah, we're not supposed to talk about it. It's like Fight Club.
well, I don't know.
He's telling us we need to do the thing we're not supposed to talk about doing. This is a cover for us to do the thing we're not supposed to talk about doing while we do the thing without actually doing the thing that we're doing.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Well, have fun.
You're right. We got it. We're going to take the job and go to the place and do the thing
All right.
and come back with that green crystal for that one asshole. Oh shit! I said the same.
Don't
Let's
call
go.
him that out loud. He's gonna smite you now.
Green crystal doesn't really draw a ton of attention. Master
Mhm.
Var is just kind of an ass. But yeah, green crystals are just one of the ones that need to go on record.
This one's the cool kid smoke.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not even sure what he's on about.
I thought they liked the blue one.
Should have been long enough. You can see on the stream now. You got Glenfall City here. Over to the east, under Glenfall Lake. If you follow the trail to the west, there's a small town there that we can just call Appleton. And
As it should be.
and then you'll see all the way to the west, on where I'm zoomed in, is Fenric's Crypt. And that's where
Let's walk
Fenric's
there
Crypt
in a
is.
straight line.
Just
Straight line.
Yep.
Just
Hey,
aggressively going off.
hey, nobody got time for not this.
I also added a second sheet to my big Excel sheet that I use for your initiatives that has travel times and costs.
Ah, shit.
I should also mention that if you want before you leave, and we can just go through it real fast so we can actually get to stuff. There are some stables in Glenfall City where you could buy horses if you so choose.
'Cause right now we're unstable.
Yeah, I don't think we can because Frank doesn't like horses.
I want a mule.
A mule?
I can ride a mule. Fuck horses though.
Okay.
Wait, if he gets
Well-
a mule, can I get a
Shouldn't fuck horses.
That's how you get Mr. Hands.
That's how you get wrecked.
There's just a lot of things that can go wrong here. We'll just go with that.
What races is everybody? Is anyone light enough to ride a mastiff? Because they have mastiffs.
I am an
I don't know.
elf.
You could probably ride a mastiff. They can hold 195 pounds.
Oh.
Nope. A donkey.
Okay.
Donkey!
Donkey!
Yeah. You have your choices. If you guys want to all get something that travels the same pace as a donkey, you could get a mule, a draft horse, an elephant, a mastiff, or a pony. But
much for an
Glenfall
elephant?
City does not itself have elephants.
Fucking Christ. No, I want a
What
mule.
good is this place?
what kind of third-rate town doesn't have elephants?
Next stop, somewhere that has elephants.
Right. I think our first point of this quest is to travel somewhere to get an elephant.
We need to
and-
walk somewhere to
Already.
get an elephant.
Okay. Wouldn't
No,
you
I
know
want
it?
a
They
cat
sell
one.
elephants in Appleton.
Oh fuck. No, give me a mule.
Okay.
Donkey.
A mule will be 8 gold.
Nice. I pay the 8 gold.
I'll do one as well. Actually, I'll do a horse.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if
Alright.
you're going to be able to be in our party on a horse.
It's
I'll
fine.
trot
It's just-
slowly alongside.
Yeah.
Oh no. I mean, the
Yeah, I
question
was
is
just
whether
gonna say,
Frank
just
will
as a-
kill it or not.
Just as a heads up,
Oh,
unless one of you wants to go ahead, I'm just gonna go with the general rule of the group's pace is whoever has the slowest animal.
That's fine.
That's me. It's fuck horses.
Yay, Chuck.
Which means you guys will be traveling 32 miles a day.
That's
That's the
fine.
speed.
How much would we have been traveling if we would have rented a horse?
48.
Yeah, we don't need those extra 10 miles.
That would be extra 16 miles.
Either way, the point is we don't.
We don't need them. It's not worth the danger of horses.
I'd like
You
to
know
go
what
to the Yield Enterprise and
Besides-
see if I could just lease one.
What would we do? I mean, with the mule, we know we can get there. A horse, we come across a stream or a river or some shit, and we either have to go around it or we're stuck.
Right.
Oh yeah, God forbid we have to go around something.
It's Joe. You have a puzzle. It's because horses can't move across running water.
Hmm.
They're unable to.
Like game mechanic rule?
No.
No.
Or like
Life, real life,
Truck
and
mechanic rule.
Yeah, you're probably unfamiliar with the hatred of horses that goes on in this game.
yeah.
Uh,
All right.
you that, and if we were to have horses, we would need to get some silver weapons just in case.
It's the only way to fight them.
I body
okay.
slammed a horse once, and it was pretty effective. But I was taking a big risk. If I would have had a silvered weapon, it would have been a lot easier.
Or a silver body.
Or a silver body. I need to dip me.
We're doing random encounters. We'll sort of travel
Hell
to the
no.
first town from Glen Falls City. You got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 miles. So you're going to need to roll, we'll say 2 per day. So
All right, Chick and I have both rolled.
2 per day, you're traveling 50 miles. That's, we'll just say 4 rolls. We'll just round it down to 4. Two more rolls from
should-
other people.
Tyler and Joe.
Yep.
Or Sammy.
I'm getting
Yeah,
to it.
Sammy as well.
My hangouts.
Sammy
It's so
rolled.
quiet.
And then Tyler
One more.
rolled. You guys got an encounter on the last leg of the journey.
you
As
didn't
is
roll.
typical for Tyler.
But that's okay. Tyler fucked up, so we get to fight
I
something.
think Tyler's on mute and doesn't realize it.
On mute,
It's
and
true.
I don't realize it.
Woot.
I would never do something as stupid as that.
Not never.
I need more help.
I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. I will be right
Okay.
back.
All right.
Do you need me to roll a D100 or whatever?
See how badly you can endanger us.
Sure, go ahead and roll a D100. If you get 100, you fight a dragon.
That'd be neat. He
Are
tried.
Are you kidding me?
He tried really hard. I mean,
Yeah,
I tried so hard and got so far.
but in the end,
at
it
the end,
doesn't
the
even matter.
dragon didn't happen.
It doesn't even matter. That's how that
Whoa.
song goes.
In the end,
Whoa.
a dragon didn't even happen. Come on, guys.
Monsters. You're fighting monsters.
Monsters.
Are they under our bed?
Could be.
Cool.
But don't worry, I've got a lot of pillows. I have many pillows.
Roll me a D2,
Who needs to roll the D2?
Tyler. It's Tyler's
That's rolling
roll.
a quarter.
That is rolling a quarter.
Oh, you got 2. You're gonna fight 2 of them.
The question is, what is this?
Who knows, man?
I hope it's not hamster monsters.
Ooh. Can it be
Oh shit,
dick
no,
bears?
Chuck.
Oh.
Ah,
It's Dick Bears.
even I have withheld mentioning that fearsome beast in recent times. I don't want that to be the death of my character in your game, Chuck.
Joe, do you know
Alright.
that?
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Rocks.
They were all over our Pathfinder world.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
they
I'm
all
sorry
have
about that,
drop
guys.
When you encounter a dick bear, you roll a D100 to see how many dicks it's got.
Let's
Jesus.
go through. I
I
thought
don't think
they,
Sammy's heard about dick bears.
No, I haven't.
Nobody should hear about Dick Bears.
I thought my Dick Bears were like unicorns, just one, prominently
they
displayed
are.
right on the forehead.
I'm talking about the variant Dick Bear.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The
Hydra Dick Bear.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! It's time to
that when
roll the dice.
Is that when you cut one off and like 2 more spread out?
yeah, it's terrible.
2 more circumcised ones sprout out.
Jesus.
You gotta keep track of which ones are first generation and which ones are second generation.
Yep.
Oh God.
Cut off the
And
wrong
these
penis
ones are
and the
fresh
dick bear's
because they're
still
wearing little
alive.
turtlenecks.
Oh.
And
Shock.
that's why we're banned.
Again,
Alright, buddy.
as we
Oh,
often
that's not
are.
a drink. That's not a drink at all, Joe.
Do 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 do.
It's a very
What is-
dry drink.
How long has that pizza been setting out?
12.
I have no idea. I walked out
I
of my
mean-
room and found it, and I started eating it.
It's got tomatoes on it. That's kind of a liquid.
He found it 2 weeks ago, is what he's not saying.
Do we need to roll ourselves up some initiative here?
Mr. Houston just
No,
pulled
not yet.
pizza slices out of his backpack
Okay.
at work.
Yeah.
Did you what is it? I can't even think what the show's
I've
called
only
now.
gotten
We had
food
the-
poisoning a few times. I must have high constitution.
You're a dwarf. You have resistance to poison.
Wait, are we rolling initiative now?
I don't
Not
know.
I
yet.
just went ahead and got it.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
fine.
just
I don't
got
want.
So
that.
did you guys just all get mules?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all,
I hope they don't.
Naturally
y'all
attracted
had
to
8 gold.
I hope they don't eat my mule.
Yeah, well, you can hear, Dick bears, they're naturally attractive to mules. And you can tell when they come across the mule because
Yes.
you can hear their call. That ass.
Coming right for our asses. Ha 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 ha.
Ah.
I get it,
Ashley
cause
loves these
ass.
ass.
Oh, there's the
Ass.
drink.
Yeah.
Dang, Joe. You wasted your one lucky nat 20 on the Google roller.
I know. That's the first time I've rolled something above a 4.
The Google roller can be unforgiving.
The Google roller is fucking wild.
I don't think it's as unforgiving as the Wizards of the Coast roller.
No.
I don't think it's as unforgiving as my dice.
Fuck the Wizards of the Coast roller.
My dice are just wildly bad or wildly good.
You guys are walking along on the trail.
The
And
trail.
Walking along on the back of our mules.
from both sides of your pack of mules, coming like in the forest, you start to hear like this rumble noise that gets louder and louder and closer, and then the ground just sort of like bursts out from under you on either side, and I have everybody make a dexterity check.
Ah, shit.
Save or check?
A save. Do a save.
Mm.
Thank you.
Good thing I'm rolling this now instead of earlier.
Oh, I got a 3.
Sorry to the rest of you, though.
Ha, I
so
beat
fine.
you. I got a 4. I thought I got a 2. I rolled a 2.
Daniel wins. This time.
You're right, too old to Twitch. I am playing with my peen. Yes.
Oh.
Oh, wow, we did really bad. There's a 3, a 4, a 4.
Jesus.
And then 2 17s.
So, Dan and Tyler,
Yeah.
you guys managed to see out of like the corner of your eyes the ground sort of like crinkling
Do-
and breaking apart
Doing
as
not
it
good
comes toward
ground
you.
things.
Yeah, and
That
suddenly
graboid.
boy.
the ground just like bursts open underneath your companions and their mules, and themselves get flung into the air and drop back down to the ground. And you take some let's say you take like 2 damage each just from like hitting the ground when you come back down.
With
Oof.
a little bit of an oof.
Yep.
And if we survive, we don't. If we pass, we don't take any damage. Is that?
Right, like the people that pass like managed to see this coming and like steered
We were
out
all
of the
cool
way.
and said, nah, I don't need any part of that.
Wait,
I
did I
need that in
take
my
damage?
life.
Huh?
How much did I take?
2 damages.
Is my horse okay? Or my mule?
The mule also
Yes.
took 2 damage.
Son of a bitch.
Your mule is no more.
Time to put it down.
Your mule said hee haw, but you said
Oh no.
not today. Never again.
See how
Oh
much
no,
health.
it's a tremor.
I'm just
Not a
gonna give
tremor.
your guys' mules max health. I don't want to like roll for your mule's health.
They
Sounds
have
like a good plan.
70,000 health.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
there's a lot of hee haw to
They
go
actually
around. Yet.
have 18.
Oh,
1,000
okay.
health. Wow, that's
That's
a lot.
close.
That is a lot of health.
We should send them to go get the gem.
Right.
All right. So your mules are at 16 now, and they're all like, "God damn!"
Are we still on our mules or were we thrown from our mules?
You're kind of tossed.
Okay.
Do our mules collectively have 18 health? Like they're like a hive mule?
If you look at the stream, you'll get a glimpse of what
Ew, it's
bursted
a
out of the ground.
bug.
Of our hive mules? Oh, it's a Zerg.
Yeah. It basically is just like a big brown, looks like
Zergling.
sort of a praying mantis on steroids.
What size class is that thing?
A large.
Aha!
It must
Got
be
it.
like a Hydralisk then.
Let's see. I'm using freaking pin. Can't use pin. Oh, whatever.
You're an adult. You can use whatever you want.
I have a pen. Did you guys see my new pen?
I have given witness.
Right there. Pay attention to that pen.
Oh, that's pretty.
Look at that. Fucking focus camera. Right there.
It
Alright.
said nah.
Look at that. Oh yeah.
So the creatures are like in the middle of all of you now, and they turn so their backs are toward each other, and they're facing outward.
Oh, they're familiar
Yes,
with the
exactly
classic.
like that picture, Chuck. Exactly like that picture.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right.
All right, now roll the initiative.
Thank goodness. My first roll was rubbish.
Joe should get to keep his roll because it was glorious, and the rest of us should all get to re-roll because they were bad.
Oh shit. can fuck with that.
Huh.
I'd like to keep my first roll as well.
So what kind of action is required for me to activate my red crystal?
Just say the word. It's like a
A bonus action? Free
no,
action?
it's just like talking. It's just free action. So you can just like say it like in a panic. Like as soon as something comes up, you can just
I say, God bless it.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
No,
As
that's
soon as the bad guy showed up.
Alright, and if you guys want, I can just... Unless you really want to say those things at the beginning of each fight. I'm fine with that.
Nah. I'd like to just turn Bless on at the beginning of every day and just let it go forever. I mean, it'll never not be useful.
Tool to Twitch, I don't think I
Right.
can
It's
use it. I'm
true.
pretty sure it's copyrighted.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
Uh,
No.
Frank's
Your
battle
initiative
cry.
was not 220. I'm sorry.
Oh man,
Are you sure?
I think Frank's battle cry to activate his red crystal effect is going to it's going to be fuck pasta. Great thing to yell. You guys don't get it. Alex gets it and Ashley gets it, and that's what counts.
Hobbs is not here again. So is Mitch just out now?
I talked to him. He said he couldn't make it tonight. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
He must have given up
Well-
on eating the rat.
If he's... I don't know.
Later.
Yeah. Mm,
Let us get with the fighting. Because
yeah,
we're
getting
just about at
with
time.
the fighting. Okay. Fighting has commenced. Frank, you're first.
All right. I hop up and as I'm running to one of these large creatures, I yell out "fuck pasta"
Uh-huh.
as I burst into red flames and I enter my rage. And I want to run up and I want to hug one of these assholes really hard.
Fuck pasta! Roll a d10.
I did. I got a 9.
Okay.
Oh, is it for something other than my red crystal effect?
No. That's what
Yeah.
I was saying it for.
Yeah.
Did you
am
also
I doing?
shout, I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark, when you flew off your mule?
No, I didn't. Right now, I'm just doing fuck pasta to enter my rage and get all fiery, glowy thing.
Okay.
Then I'm going to do my athletics check for grapple, which I have advantage
Grapples.
on. Got a 24. Bam!
Nice.
I want to hug the shit out of one of them dudes.
Like a tube of toothpaste.
Like a tube of fucking toothpaste.
Of butthole toothpaste.
Booty hole toothpaste.
Oh, yeah. You grapple it.
Awful.
Yeah.
I regret those words.
And as much as that crazy looking face can, it looks confused. Like it doesn't know how this man is grappling it.
I got it.
Nobody does.
Like,
Nobody does.
what's happening here?
What?
That's what
I
he's saying, but to you
desperately-
guys it just sounds like...
Oh, I guess I need to mark that I have entered a rage.
Acceptable.
I desperately need to get
Okay.
to level 4.
Starbearer, it's your turn.
It's my turn.
It's your turn.
It's my turn. So one of them is being hugged oh so delicately by Chuck. Or Frank, or whatever his character's name is.
By Frank.
Yes. Five more,
I'm
Frank.
Something's touching me, get it off! No.
I'm going to very delicately attempt to stab that one that Frank is hugging.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
With the advantages.
I get advantages.
Yeah.
Why can I not up arrow to copy paste a command?
Because
Because
that'd
it
be
doesn't
too
work in
convenient.
Hangouts.
17 or 16. So
I like my answer better.
We'll go with 17.
all right. Now he technically counts as flanking this object because he's also within 5 feet of it. So I can sneak attack.
Right?
Heh.
And a 17 hits, by the way. You hit it.
I hoped so.
That does not hit.
I would have been very scared if it doesn't hit. And then a sneak attack. Hold on.
Just bounces off of his hide. No.
Just a reminder that you get to add a D4 to your attack rolls.
Oh, is that to hit?
Yeah, because you
Yeah,
are
your
within
attack rolls.
30 feet of Falcom, so...
And you are blessed.
So that's to hit. That's not damage, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Right,
I
it's
haven't
to
activated my damage thing yet.
Honestly, I'll
So
completely.
you actually
forget
got a 21.
It's a roll.
Well, it's a D4, so.
I'll completely forget to roll it
Alright,
unless an attack doesn't hit, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, I can add that. So 16 total damage.
16 damage.
Oh shoot, what
jeez.
did I just do?
It's crazy.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
This thing is already bloody.
I bet he doesn't even know anything about Flex Seal either, so.
Mm-hmm.
And now his crazy face looks scared. And now it's his turn. And he's going to try to break the grapple.
He's gonna have to fight me for it. Shit. Has to beat an 18.
Nice.
Hmm.
Absolutely certain 18.
An absolutely certain 18.
Yeah, he did not beat it.
Fuck yeah.
Perfect.
And now it's the other creature's turn.
It should try to grapple me. It will just be a conga line.
Mm.
I don't like where this is going.
It'll be a sandwich of frank meat in the middle.
Mm.
We'll say it rolls to see who it grapples.
Oh, snap. It might be a frank sandwich.
It could. It's possible.
It's not. He's gonna grapple. Try to grapple Starbear
Oh.
in the form
Disappointing.
of a bite.
It's a
Oh,
mouth
no.
grapple. Some say the most romantic kind of grapple.
It is a very romantic grapple.
You would know.
You might say you're getting lip service.
Okay.
Hey, Gorilla the Hunt is back, and he gave us
Oh
a
shit!
I get it, it's a bit.
Oh dang!
Give me the
Thanks.
bits.
He successfully bites you.
How much
Did
bitey
you-
does he do to me?
Too many bites. Jeez, sounds like Jamie's doing construction upstairs.
It's called crafting.
He does 10 damage.
I mean, could be. It could be.
10 damage. That kind of hurt.
Yeah. Because he bit you with, like, pincers.
You got pinced.
You got pinced.
Ow!
And And then he also did 3 acid damage from his spit.
So is it 7
It's a total
plus
of
3?
total
Or
of
total?
13 damage.
That hurt even more.
That's why you don't eat spicy food before you mouth hug people.
I'm sorry.
That wasn't your fault. It was his fault.
Yeah, it was his fault. He should have known better.
He didn't follow proper procedures.
Nope, that is not how you mouth hug.
Poor etiquette.
That's a good question. Too old to Twitch.
It is
What is the
now
question?
Odette's turn.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna shoot him with my crossbow.
You shoot him with your crossbow. Shoot.
Woo!
No, you have to attack first.
Don't. Yeah.
Which one are you shooting?
Hold on. Which is the one that's bloodied?
You have
The one I'm hugging.
a +4 to Dex.
Tyler told me to add
Oh,
it.
It's what it
Oh.
shows on her character sheet. Her hit. I think it's
Oh, neat.
profici-
Okay.
2 proficiency plus 2 dex.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
that's what I have
also
too.
you can also roll like a D4 to add to that.
Yeah, if you want
Can you
to.
roll 2 dice at the same time?
No.
You can't?
No, I just tried and it told me no.
Yeah, I try it every time I do my sneak attack.
Yeah, you can only do additional dice. So you can roll 1d20 plus 1d4 plus something.
Oh.
Oh, you
That's why I
can
tried
do it
to-
like that?
Yeah.
Maybe I need to.
So that's an 18 total.
I rolled 1d20 plus 1d4 and it said it confused Google.
Yeah.
Too old to Twitch. Frank does have pants on.
Okay, so 18 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. Unless you want to just stick with the damage that you rolled beforehand.
Maybe it used to be able to do multiple dice. I wonder if they've removed that ability.
See, I thought that too is the thing.
Did you want to stick with your damage you rolled beforehand, Sammy, or
I'll try rolling again.
okay? Okay.
I
6
mean, it's the
damage it
same.
is.
So yes.
Confirmed.
You deal 6 damage to the bloodied one. That's the one you wanted to target, right?
Yes.
Okay. And he is even more bloodied. And that makes it Eon Garrick's turn.
Oh, hell yeah. All right. I'm yell my command
Hey,
word.
baby.
Hell yeah. Well, yell my command word, which he's not a very creative type, so it's just going to be Branding Smite. And activates his thing. So now
Okay.
everyone within 30 feet of me deals an extra d6 radiant damage on every attack if they hit.
Dang.
Yeah. So that's fun.
And you make the things that you hit glow.
Yeah. And not invisible. If for some reason you hit someone that was invisible.
If you're fighting vampires.
Yeah. Or something. All right. I'm going to. There's one standing that looks badly hurt, right? Or have any of them died?
There's one. If one is being grappled by Frank, and the other one is grappling Starbear.
Okay.
And Starbear looks just as bloody, if not more so, than the grappled monster.
Okay.
That's
I'm
fine. I'm
attacking the most damaged monster.
I'm a big kid. No, don't attack me.
Monster.
Oh, I should listen better.
Oh, whoop. Darn it. Okay. D20 does an 18 hit.
Yeah.
All right.
You got 22 though.
Oh,
That
yeah,
doesn't
it
hit.
doesn't. Shit.
5.
Nope. 6. 5 or 8. Yeah.
8 numbers.
I don't like that the bracketed number is not the number I'm supposed to say. But it makes sense. All right, so 8 damage from my first rapier hit. Is it still standing?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll make a second rapier attack.
Oh, you get an advantage on attacks. I forgot to say.
Oh,
Because he's being held in place.
okay. That's to see if I critted on the first one. And awesome. Well, I get advantage. So 12 plus 4.
You gonna roll a d4?
Yep. Does a 14 hit?
Just barely.
Heck yeah.
Don't forget you can add a D4 to any of your attack rolls.
Yeah, I added one. That's how I barely hit.
Nice.
How much bonus damage are we getting from your smite thing, Joe?
1d6 radiant.
Just to be clear, it's not a +4. It's a D4. So
Yeah.
in case
I rolled a
anybody's
d4
unsure.
and I got 2 and I added
Yeah.
2. All right, so it takes 6 normal damage, and then it takes 5 radiant. So 11 on the second hit.
And it screeches and twitches in your grasp, Frank, as it falls limp.
Yeah.
So it's dead.
It
It
did.
is dead, and now it's Talcum's turn.
It's doggone murdered.
Yeah. I think if it's not already active, I'll go ahead and activate my my healing gem, so it will hopefully heal Tyler up a little bit.
Okay.
So even though it's not me who needs healing, I need healing for
I need
Tyler.
healing.
For Tyler.
It chooses a random injured target unless
Ah,
that
okay.
target refuses the heal, and then it will pass to somebody else down the line.
Okay. Well, who
Conveniently, I'm
is?
the only injured target, so.
No,
Well,
I'm damaged
technically
too.
everybody took 2 damage.
Oh.
Who failed their save?
Yeah, everybody except you and Talcum.
So
So
It's
gonna
basically-
roll.
Tyler, Chuck, and Sammy.
Yeah. So I'll just roll a d4 on a 4. I'll roll again, and it rolled 2,
Who dat?
which would be Starbear.
Hey.
That worked out. So you will get Does he get my plus effect, or is it just the dice roll for cure wounds?
It gets the plus of the modifier of the owner of the crystal.
Okay. Good. So you get 14 HP back.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna get all riled up and get my shillelagh on so I can give him a magical sticking on this other guy.
Sorry, what was the number of the health? 14? Thank you.
14.
Mhm.
Magical sticking.
That's full health.
Sweet.
So I'm gonna see if I can beat him down. And we'll stick a D4 on there. So does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't forget your extra D6
Oh, that's right.
damage.
Of magical damage. So he's gonna get first 1d8 plus 3. That's not how you write that. Ooh,
10.
not bad. And 1d6, which wasn't as remarkable, but still pretty good.
Yeah.
So 13 more damages.
13 damage. He was
Nice.
Take that.
actually completely healthy when you attacked him, so that was the first 13.
Take that, Zerg.
And he's like, sounds kind of muffled because he's got a star bear in his mouth.
Tasty,
that,
tasty Starber.
That would probably make it hard to talk.
I think that was Frank's turn.
Okay. So I'm not grappling the one guy. But I want to walk up and I want to punch the other guy.
Punch him?
I want to fucking punch him
Like with your fist?
with my fist.
You need some sandstorm.
Well, my fire's already going. I'm good with that.
Okay, that's fine. It's acceptable.
Add that extra D6.
Do we get a D4? We're still getting a plus D4 for our
To
Yeah.
hit.
attacks.
Yep.
See, the great thing is, Joe, you're giving me a plus D6 radiant damage. And on the first attack I do per turn, I get a bonus 1d6 radiant damage.
Hmm.
Plus, I also need to get that D4.
You do need it because 13 doesn't hit.
How's that? 17. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
One of you did get it exactly right, which was, I believe, Joe. So it's
Yeah, I rolled a 14.
yeah, it's 14.
so my hand on its own deals 6 damage. Just a flat 6. And then I get to add 2d6 plus 1 radiant damage.
Ah,
So that is going to be 11 fist damage.
11 damage.
That did not do well for you.
Yeah, I'm not mad about doing 11 damage with just my bare hand.
Yeah. He
I mean,
just
That's
punched
what-
this thing and it was like,
As a non-monk.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's enough to get it bloodied.
Yeah.
And now it's Starbear's turn. Starbear, you're currently grappled in the mouth of a giant praying mantis creature.
Grappled.
I should have grappled it for you to help you out, but oh well.
It's alright.
You just wanted them to die
I'm gonna try to break free of my grapple, I guess.
Okay.
so you can steal stuff.
The DC is a 13.
I remain grappled.
Okay.
Is it well, here's the question. Is it a save or A check.
It's a ability check.
It would be a check, yeah.
Okay.
Is that my turn? That's my turn.
Yeah.
If it was a save, I could help you.
And then its turn is going to continue to try to eat you. Since you're already grappled in its mouth, it gets advantage. And that's...
Is this a house rule that grapples do advantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
For the way Chuck's grapple works, yes. For this thing, it actually says on its thing, like, if somebody's
Oh, okay.
already in its mouth, it gets advantage on bites.
Okay. I was just curious.
But it hits.
Hopefully it doesn't hit him too hard.
Yeah. It happens, it happens.
It does 9 slashing damage by biting you,
How much stomach acid damage?
and then 6 acid damage.
Dang.
So 15?
He's a
15 damage, yeah.
he's a hungry boy.
He is a hungry boy. That's alright. He's a growing boy. We'll let him.
Starbear's not having a good time in this fight.
Good thing we bought those gems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd be dead right now.
Starbear would
Well.
be dead, yeah.
One of us would be.
Yeah.
I'm the class clown, so
He wouldn't be dead, he'd just be unconscious.
Just a little dead.
They're a little dissolved.
He'd be
Yeah.
unconscious and getting dissolved.
Normal.
That's,
That's fine. This is fine.
That's how April lost a character.
Yeah. She got
True.
swallowed by a giant worm.
And dead.
Only mostly dead, right?
Yeah. Well, completely dead.
She got
Actually,
dead all
like,
the way.
half of her
Oh,
body
yeah.
was
Well,
gone.
Gorilla
I think she
Road.
like
Only
crit failed
mostly
her
dead.
save, didn't she?
She got
crit failed to save and took damage, wasn't it?
Yeah.
She
I
crit
thought it
failed
was-
to save. No, what did she ended up with 4
She failed to
negative.
save, took damage, then crit failed.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Odette's turn.
It was as bad as it could be.
I will
Yeah.
go ahead and do a crossbow again.
Cool.
Right at Sexstar. Put him out of his misery.
Deal that extra d6 radiant.
Oh, that's a nice hit.
Jeez.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Don't forget you can add the 1d6 damage
Mm-hmm.
because yeah.
That's the best
Because
reason.
you're in a branding smite aura.
Because Joe is just that special.
Yep.
Let's not forget this giant praying mantis trying to eat Starbear is glowing right now.
Right,
Mhm.
lest we forget.
He's glowing a dim aura in bright daylight.
Yeah.
It's very helpful.
The point is, he has no shadow.
Yeah.
Is he a
That's the point.
vampire?
No, he's Peter Pan.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit.
He's
Oh,
a
no.
Peter Panpire.
I don't like what they've done with this Peter Pan reboot so far.
Oh no.
Alright. 7 damage. 7 damage will not put it down. It's...
It needs to die because
Did-
somebody's
did-
gonna have to put me
Okay,
down
it's
soon.
56.
He's like, excuse me, I'm still eating? Look. It's Eon Garrick's turn.
Hell yeah.
Batman?
Is any of them being grappled?
Hmm?
Are any of them
No.
being grappled right now? It's just okay. What is the
It's
most
One
damaged
one
one?
of them is
There's
dead.
only
That's-
one.
One of them's dead. The other one is like super bloodied.
Oh, I thought there were more of them.
No, there were
All right,
two.
I'll attack that one.
I had Tyler roll a d2 and he got a 2.
So, could I math and just say roll a d23 plus 1?
What?
As my because we're getting a d20 plus a d4.
Oh yeah, that works. Just say d24 plus 1.
Well,
yeah, that might be.
d24 plus 1 because the max you can get with a d20 plus a d4 would be 24, and the minimum you can get is 2. So it'd
Oh
be a
right.
d23
Okay,
plus
yeah, that
1.
works. Yeah.
Oh no. I can't
put
do
that one
multiple
in there.
pluses? Yeah.
Just say plus
No.
5.
Yeah. Dang.
Or I think the only reason it told you no there is because the
The
one
plus
space.
the plus there. Yeah, you can't have a space.
Oh. Oh, okay.
But you
So
still rolled
that's-
really bad, Joe.
I know.
Yeah.
So that's for my first attack. And then I'm gonna do it again as my bonus action.
I will say the only flaw to this plan is you'll never know if you get nat 20.
That's true. That's a bad idea.
I just thought about it.
You're right. That's a good point. I don't want to do
You
that
will
then.
know if you didn't though.
True.
That's a crit for me because I am a champion fighter.
Oh shit!
So
Oh, a 19 as a hit crit.
Well,
Is
yeah,
that
19 and 20s are crits for me.
Well,
Yeah, that's
We also
What's
got to look
our-
at if you rolled a d23 plus 1 and you got a 2. Would that mean you rolled a 1? Never mind. I'm bad at math. You have your 19. I got just hung up on your first number.
That's true.
Good job on that critical hit. That's it.
Thanks. All right. What's our critical hit rule? Are you doing
for me
normal?
it's just max damage.
Max damage
Yeah.
plus you
times
cripple it?
anything?
Yeah, the plus
Or-
is you can cripple them.
Oh, okay. Just max damage. So that'd be 8 plus 2,
Plus,
10,
you can just knock
16.
an arm off or something and hope that they're not Piccolo.
So it'd be 16.
And then roll a d4. Or I guess d6 for this one. Because it has 4 legs.
6.
Okay, so it's back, left leg is
Sweet.
crippled.
All right. Is it still standing after it took 16?
16 damage.
Yeah.
No, it's not still standing. How do you kill it?
It's dead. I'm gonna just pierce it through its head and do a little swish.
Roll me a d20 and get above a 10.
11.
Okay. You don't stab Starbear.
You hit it.
Alright. And then after a few more seconds of you guys walking along with your cure wounds crap, you're back to full health.
Yeah.
Nice.
See what I did there? I made it just like a video game. You get out of combat and you slowly heal.
Woo.
Just like the Master Chef.
Master Chef.
Yeah. Or the Call of Duties.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Master. Okay.
Master
Master
Chef.
Chief. I got it.
Master Chafe.
Yeah,
Master Chief.
but in the good ones, he
Oh,
doesn't auto
Master
heal.
Chafe.
That's true.
You guys made it to Appleton,
Woo.
Yay!
where
I'm
half of
afraid
the
that-
people there go, "Hi, how you doing?" and the other half go, "What the hell are you doing here?" No.
Looking for elephants.
Nice.
Oh, well, step right this way.
Love it.
We got loads of elephants. And by loads, I mean we got one.
They're
Wait,
forest
what?
elephants.
The rare forest elephant.
The best kind.
By the way, my name's Rufus.
Oh, Rufus.
Rufus Crosby.
And the elephants are 200 gold apiece.
Well, before we get
Before-
too far with those,
And then, no, that's as far as he goes. And then he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, and by the way, I heard from somebody up in the sky, didn't see him, must be invisible, that it's time for you to stop this." I don't know what he
Branding
means by
smart.
that, but
that's
By
exactly.
branding smite it, and then I can see it.
Oh man,
Oh shit! It's the DM.
Chris, you just got branding smited.
How do you feel about that?
I don't feel anything about it. I'm invincible.
Oh
But
shit!
now you're not invisible.
Oh,
What?
you want to bet?
Oh shit!
Damn it.
Oh, shit.
It's not very helpful that there's a picture of me.
All right.
yeah.
Oh, we got some crystals, and I hugged a bug.
Mm-hmm.
Good session.
Yee.
We did lots of silly things.
Yes.
Did do a lot of
Yes.
silly things today. And I will make sure that before we come back next time, we'll have an Appleton map. And probably I will also upload, like, I don't know how soon or late you guys are going to get there, but I'll probably also upload a map of Fonvalaria,
Cool.
Nice.
so as you can check that out.
Who knows what kind of
Boys.
shenanigans and hijinks may yet delay us from getting there.
And another fun thing to look forward to is a picture of Gornoth.
Ah.
Neat.
It's just gonna be Thanos, but you like stretch the image up and in.
Yeah.
It's a skitty Thanos.
This is skinnier Thanos. And slightly shorter.
Taller.
Yeah.
He's got to be even taller.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I already said he's 12 feet tall, though, and Thanos is like 15 feet or something.
Oh, is he?
Oh,
No. Then he'll just be skinnier and smaller.
Thanos is just a wee little thing.
Yeah.
He's just a baby.
I swore he changed sizes like 3 times in the movie.
He did.
Probably.
Because when he was like
Thanos'
killing Vision.
official height confirmed 2.5 meters tall.
He said, "Cameraman, get over here and get a little lower so it looks like I'm bigger."
So he's only like
They just had him standing
8
on
feet.
milk crates.
Yeah, that's weird. That's
Yeah.
only 8 feet. He definitely looks taller
Yeah.
than that compared to other
like he was
people.
the size of the Hulk when he fought Hulk, and then he was the size of the rest of them when he killed Vision.
Well, it's like how they filmed Lord of the Rings with the dwarves smaller than everybody else. Only they screwed it up.
There you go.
Well, they did it wrong, and it wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
Their forced perspective went the wrong direction.
Yes. Okay.
Well,
I think that'll be it until we see y'all on Friday.
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 Well, I'm gonna die in the astral plane.
True story. I should look
Hopefully.
up all the ways for people to die in the astral plane.
You should
There's a lot.
maybe.
There are so many ways
Nah,
to
he's
die.
just gonna punch whatever he finds.
And I'll lose
You should
control of my thaumaturgy and die of heat exhaustion.
Hopefully,
go.
I'll blow somebody up with my fist or something.
Who knows? It could be a TPK.
Could be.
I
I'm
hope
not willing to
so.
roll that out.
That would be awesome. A TPK where we just all accidentally kill ourselves.
I mean, that's how most of our deaths come about.
If
So
there was any party that would happen on, it would be this party.
it's
Yeah.
true.
As hard as you've tried to actually TPK us.
Your deaths are usually
Our own making.
inflicted by carelessness.
I feel like Kashi the Deathless even was carelessness. Because you
Yes.
didn't say like, oh, this is it now. He's what you have to do now. We just like went for it.
Yeah, he said,
Hey.
"Give me some water," and you guys, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
And
Hey.
you kept
Well, and
doing it.
even when we decided to like fight him, like it was totally obvious that he was like superiorly like out leveling us. But we didn't like grind or anything or try to do side quests. We were just like, let's
we
go
did
fight
all
him.
of the side quests we could. We had
When
literally
we
gone
had-
on all of the friendship quests.
When we had our one-off, we were
Right.
ready to just walk away from him from the get-go. So
You were, and
Then
then
I
he
got
offered.
power
he
word
said,
killed.
Hey,
then our DM said you should do this, or this boring game will be boring.
when on the one-off, I said, "Hey, do you guys want to see what I'm doing with this stuff?" And you guys were like, "Yeah, okay, why not?" And then
Mhm.
so you walked right into the death trap.
Because it would have been boring if we didn't.
That's true. Very true.
Nobody wants to watch
Duel
that.
to Twitch, it's pretty much a Tucker and Dale campaign, except for the party is the teenagers.
Yeah.
Well, it's the damnedest thing, officer. These kids just start killing themselves all over our property.
He just jumped in that wood chipper.
Well, all right.
I
let's
tell you,
pass
I've
one
never
back
seen
on, Dale.
anything like it.
All right. Let's sign off.
Yep, I gotta get going to bed for the
The-
works tomorrow.
Watch us
Goodbye,
again
guys.
next week and other stuff.
Friday,
All the social medias.
All
push
the
them,
social
subscribe
media.
them. We'll never leave you alone.
Never. All right. We'll see you Friday, then Tuesday, then Wednesday, and just about every day on YouTube.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
It's what you want. It's what
when
you
I
need.
get the one-off edited.
Yeah. All right.
Good night.
Adios.
Good night.